will be no arrangement, and you're killing her.
Well, if there can be no arrangement, then we are at an impasse.
I'm afraid so. I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains.
You're that smart.
Let me put it this way. Have you ever heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes?
Morons.
Really?
And welcome to
Morons Mince Movies.
I am your host, Moron Sam Munoz, and I'm here with my fellow morons, Ublester Peñalosa II, and Akko. I predict that he will win Arturo.
Ooh, okay.
That just came out of nowhere. And today we are doing something that I am forcing my fellow pals to be a part of, which is Oscar nominations predictions. I believe right now, as you're watching, it is Monday morning, and the Oscar nominations are going to come out tomorrow. If you're like me, you wake up at 5 in the morning and you sit your ass down in front of usually ABC, and you know get a drink and you're ready for those Oscar nominations to be announced. All the excitement, the whole year has been coming down to this, the whole award season. I know I am. You guys?
Do you wear a tuxedo like I do?
Yes, with no pants.
Of course.
Just the top.
Why?
Just the top. Yeah,
Why would you wear pants?
Nobody needs the pants.
Tuxedo.
Yes. So
the red carpet gets rolled out as you get out of bed.
Yes. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And I want to do it for the first time in Morons Mince Movies history. I want to do some Oscar predictions that I do every year. I've been doing it probably for like a decade now.
Nice.
And I wanted to share my predictions with the audience.
The website behind us, is that something that your predictions are on? Like you can.
Yes, it's called Gold Derby. It's actually a very popular website for us awards. Aficionados, award snobs. Yes. Award addicts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is where you can go on there and you can make your predictions. And if you see there's odds and everything. So depending on how early you make them, you get better odds and so on. And the odds change as different people pick them and so on. So that's what those numbers are.
Actual money that you could bet?
You could bet
I'm
money.
Sure there is out there
you can
somewhere.
make private leagues with your friends if you want and bet money on it if you like. But there's public ones where you play against everybody. And there's like a leaderboard at the end and whatnot. But let's get into it because there's a lot of categories and I don't want to be here for too long. I'm going to go through the short films first because those are usually the ones that are difficult for me to do. But let's go for it. Starting off with live action short, my friends.
Oh,
and
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm predicting a movie that you've actually seen to get nominated, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar by Wes Anderson.
Great movie.
I think it's going to get in there. I also have Strange Way of Life, which is a Pedro Almodovar film, which has one of your favorite actors. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. He's so hot. He's a hot guy.
Pedro Pascal?
Yes, Pedro Pascal is in that movie. Yeah,
I think I remember it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I think the Academy is going to recognize. I haven't seen it, but it's Pedro
Is this the one with the Spanish actor? I mean, director that you had.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also predicting Anne Frank gift shot just because it's Anne Frank, and I also hear it's kind of a dark comedy thing, so I think that might get in. The After, and then I have Red, White, and Blue. I have no idea what those movies are, but from my research, they seem to be having a good one.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't know Century of Life was a short. Interesting.
Yeah. All right, moving on, Noel, to documentary short. Let's get these real fast because I haven't seen any of these movies. The short films are always tough because most people have never seen them and they kind of just go off of different things. But I'm just going to list my predictions. The ABCs of Book Banning, The Last Repair Shop, The Last Song from Kabul, Camp Courage is actually a Netflix short, so I think that's probably going to get in there, and The Barber of Little Rock. Don't know what any of those movies are about, but I'm hoping that I hit good on those.
All right,
The Barber of Little Rock is about a barber.
Moving on.
From The Barber of Little Rock?
Yeah.
It's about a barber?
I believe so, from Little Rock.
He's from Little Rock.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I saw it.
Animated short, Noel. Let's get this going. I have Pete, just because it looks cute and whatnot. No idea what that's about. Letter to a Pig. War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko. I just think it's got John and Yoko in it. The Academy is going to love it, probably.
Yeah.
95 Senses and boom. No idea what these movies are
That's
about.
what I was thinking of.
What was that?
But a bitch ain't one.
I got 95 Senses, but a bitch ain't one.
That's the full title. That's the full title.
That's the full title of that movie. For sure. Moving on to the next category. Get these shorts out of the way. International film. All right, now we
All
get
right,
into
now we go.
now we
Here
get
we
into
go.
the
Here we
feature
go.
movies. And
Ooh.
so for you guys to,
Godzilla -1 is not on this list.
no, for a little bit of
Oscar.
background. So some of the categories get like a first round of voting. It's called the long list thing, where you kind of have like a playoff thing going on. So this category, visual effects, sound, makeup, and a couple of other categories, you get to see what's called the long list, which is usually like the top 10 of that could be nominated type of thing.
Okay.
So Godzilla. So if you don't know, international film, each country gets to submit one movie. So that's why Godzilla -1 is not in there. Japan submitted Perfect Days, which did make the long list, but I don't have it predicted.
Interesting.
But yeah, so that's why Godzilla -1 is not in there. But as my predictions, I have The Zone of Interest from the UK.
Yeah.
It's actually in German, but the director is English, and it's from the UK. Society of the Snow from Spain. The Taste of Things from France. Fallen Leaves, I think that's from Finland, and 20 Days of Mariupol. I'm not sure where that's from, but those are my predictions for best international film. Any comments on that one?
I saw
Society is. Oh, you haven't. Society of Snow. You
saw
only
the
saw the first
Partially,
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I can see why that one would be a nominee, if not even a winner, because damn, the airplane crash scene is fucking intense. It was strong enough to make me stop watching it.
The Zone of Interest is probably the favorite here. I haven't seen that though.
Watch. I told you guys I was trying to find a place to watch it.
Yeah,
Couldn't.
let's move on. Let's move on. No, we're going through this nice and quick. I like it. Documentary. This is probably the last category where we maybe haven't seen all the movies here. But I went with, I do a lot of research here. The big ups to Oscar Expert. He's a very good YouTuber if you want to follow sort of the awards season. Also, Dan Murrow, I really like him. He's good too. But anyways, for documentary, I have American Symphony. I haven't seen that movie, but it's a Netflix movie, and it's about John Baptiste. You know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
The wrestler?
No,
knew you were gonna
that's
say that for some
Batista.
reason.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The composer.
Yeah, the composer. Yeah. So you know.
Classical music.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I haven't seen it. I hear it's good. 20 Days of Mariupol. It's probably gonna get international film, so I think it's probably gonna get documentary as well.
What? Oh, it's two things?
Yeah, because it's a documentary, and it's also was submitted. It was also submitted by its country as an international film. Yeah. Beyond Utopia, Four Daughters, and Going to Mars, the Nikki Giovanni project. I haven't seen any of these movies.
I wanted to watch Going to Mars. I was close to.
Oh, really? You know about that movie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really? No way.
Yeah, I saw it on the list, and I was like, okay, I need to watch this one.
Okay.
I read what it was, but I haven't gotten around to watching it.
All right. Moving on to the next category. Now we get into something that maybe you guys have something in common
let's
about.
go.
Animated feature. All right.
Spidey.
For animated feature, my predicted nominees are Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think this is probably going to win. It's definitely going to get nominated.
The first one won.
Yeah, the first one did win, yeah. Then The Boy and the Heron. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Miyazaki. Yeah. Boy and the Heron.
It was good.
And then I have Elemental. Then I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and Super Mario Brothers movie.
Spider Mario Brothers. Whoa. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing.
Those are good. I like those predictions.
Yeah, you like it? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are not predicting Super Mario Brothers. They're not predicting to get nominated. That's why it's at 66-1 if you see I got it. But I think the Academy is going to recognize that it's actually a pretty damn good movie. So other movies that people have been predicting is Nimona, which is a Netflix movie.
Nimona.
Did you like it?
I really liked it.
I thought it was okay.
No, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Well,
and the art style. Yeah.
A lot of people are predicting it, so it might actually get in. I think Super Mario Bros. Is going to get in, but I might be wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised if it maybe goes to Chicken Run.
Chicken Run was okay too. I thought it was.
I didn't even know there was another one.
Yeah, Dawn of the Nugget. All right, moving on to the next one, Noel. Moving on. Next one is visual effects. Ooh, this is gonna be something. So this is one of those categories that you get a long list. So there was a top 10 so that you can predict from. And my predictions are: I have the creator as number 1. I think it's actually gonna win it. I think it does.
Yeah.
I think it has the best visual effects out of all these movies. Then I
It
have
felt so real.
yeah, exactly. All the movies, sometimes the visual effects can be a little cartoony, but with the creator, it felt very, very real. Like the lighting of the visual effects made it seem like it was there. So I think it should win, but we'll find out. Guardians of the Galaxy. I agree.
Yeah.
The visual effects are good. I haven't seen Indiana Jones, but I hear that they do some fucking de-aging and stuff where Harrison Ford, looks like
Oobla
he's
saw
back
it.
in his 30s.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's really bad? Really?
Really bad.
So you think this is not a good prediction?
No, I don't think it's a good prediction because it doesn't break away from that video game look.
Oh, really?
The uncanny valley almost.
I can still see
Yeah.
it, yeah. And his hat, I don't know if this has anything to do with the visual effects.
and there it
but
comes off.
He's riding on top of a train. He's standing on top of a moving train, fighting fucking karate with the Nazi, and his hat never comes off. It just stays on him. So I was like, I don't.
Oh man, you're making me think. Making me
Yeah,
double.
yeah.
I would have.
See, I had initially.
I'm surprised Poor Things isn't on there.
I don't think when you
No.
compare it with the other,
Yeah.
it has good
okay.
visual effects.
All
When you
right.
compare it, it's got good odds, meaning that there's a lot of people picking it.
Yeah.
But
I'm seeing our producer circle around Godzilla
Yeah.
-1.
now Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse I
was gonna
had,
say,
but I
Spider-Man
took
has
it
8 to 1
off.
odds, dude.
I had it, but I saw a video on it, and it's a lot of like tools that they created and stuff. But I feel like the Academy might not think that it's visual effects. I don't know.
There's
It's
also
weird.
some background going on with like the artists that were behind this movie being like forced to work super long hours and being underpaid. There was a lot of behind the scenes stuff about that. So I don't know if they would give that to them
And
as
bring a light to it.
as an appreciation and bringing lights to this thing.
Man, you're making me want to
or
change.
or if it would make them steer away from it because it is kind of like that dark side of these movies, which is Sony was legit like they knowingly overworking these poor animators and paying them bottom dollar, not like, hey, we'll take care of you because these movies have been a big success and we know your work is hard.
Shit, I don't know.
Like, no, you're required to bust out these images and
Jeez.
these drawings.
I mean, the animation is fucking fantastic,
amazing,
but
yeah.
I'm wondering whether it's really visual effects or it's animation. Like I don't know,
I see what you're
like
saying.
if someone is drawing it on
Where the line is drawn.
yeah, it's really hard to kind of figure
Pun
it.
intended.
Yeah. Anyways, going on with I have Napoleon. I saw a video on their visual effects and they look really good. So I went with that one. And then Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I also saw a video of that and it looked really good.
that was on my list originally as 10s. I don't know why I didn't mention it.
Yeah. So those are my predictions. Any comments on that?
No.
I also had Godzilla -1 at
Yeah,
one point,
that
but I
was-
took it out because
the face.
I just the design of the Godzilla just isn't on point. Like there are moments where it's just like you could have done a little better. But I appreciate the fact that it was a $15 million movie and the visual effects that they did.
It was really well done.
It might get it just because of that. So don't count it out. Anyways, moving on.
I love that you put creator though, because that one, yeah. That
Yeah, I
deserves
think
it.
for sure. I think that's my number one for sure. Let's see. Sound.
Ooh.
So for sound, I have as my
I was
nominees.
thinking that Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, I think it's going to win. I mean, the sound in that is fantastic. Maestro, again, great sound in that. I haven't seen Ferrari, but it's cars and everything. And usually the Academy goes for that kind of stuff.
Not Gran
cars.
Turismo?
No, it didn't make the long list. It didn't make this is another category where they pull out a long list. Napoleon, there's a lot of battle scenes
Have
and
you seen
whatnot.
Napoleon?
I haven't seen it,
No,
no,
neither.
but there's a lot of battle scenes, and I think it's probably gonna get in there. And then I have the Killer. I have it at 70-1, very
Just
high
for the
odds.
Smiths?
No, I just think the sound in that is really good.
Yeah, the sound of the Smiths.
No,
that's
no,
what it is.
there's like the whole battle scene, the fight scene between the guys. There's a lot of sound, and then the fact as he's putting on the earphones,
To listen
how the
to the
sound
Smiths.
goes into like this sort of like stereo, like
okay.
earpod
Oh,
sound.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are my predictions. Any comments on that?
Nah,
No,
I
no.
agree with
All
that.
right. Moving on. Noah. Song. Best song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm Just Ken is going to win, hopefully. Then I have the other Barbie song, What Was I Made For, which I think is also
Yeah,
good. It's Billie Eilish. Then I have from Rustin, Road to Freedom. This is, what's his name? God damn it. God, I can't remember his name.
Trent
but-
Reznor.
No, it's not Trent Reznor. No.
You're wasting time.
Okay.
Danny Elfman.
And then I have Never Went Away from American Symphony. And then I have a song that's at 100 to 1. Meet Me in the Middle from Flora and Son. I think that's a great song. I don't think it's going to get nominated, but I'm kind of like hoping that it will on that one.
Dance. What?
Huh? Peaches didn't make it.
Oh,
no.
damn.
No.
All right.
Didn't make the
One
line.
thing I do want to add, Dance the Night by Dua Lipa on the Barbie soundtrack should be up there.
That is.
I mean, I see it. No,
that
it should
is
be on your prediction, Sam. I'm
The
very
thing is
disappointed.
that
I'm
you
very
can-
disappointed.
You can only
I'm
have.
very, very disappointed.
You can only have a max of 2 songs per
Per
movie.
movie?
Yeah, that's the rule, Academy
So
rule.
disappointed.
So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be above the other two though. Anyways, moving on. Going into score. I think score here. This should be, I think, pretty easy, hopefully. I got Oppenheimer. I think it's probably going to win. I have Poor Things, which I really love the
Yeah.
score in that one. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I
would go with them.
Yeah, I think that's a score. It's actually gotten some precursors, so I think it might actually get nominated. Killers of the Flower Moon has a pretty good score. And I have in my 5th slot kind of a hope here, Saltburn. I have it as 100 to 1. It's probably not going to get nominated, but I'm trying to aim big here, trying to get some big points if I get that one.
All right.
100 to 1 odds.
All right.
Yes.
I'll take those odds.
You're telling me there's a chance. Moving on, Noah. Moving on. Production design. Production design. I have Barbie as my number 1. Definitely.
Everything they built for that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Poor Things.
True.
Great production design. Oppenheimer. They built like a whole city and stuff in there. Killers of the Flower Moon. And then I have Asteroid City. Have you guys seen Asteroid City?
No, I meant
wanted
to,
to.
but
It's a Wes Anderson movie. The movie's not that great. I don't recommend it. But the production design is amazing in that movie. Absolutely amazing. So those are my...
I thought this is where you're going to be because when I mentioned that The Last Voyage of the Demeter was on my top 10 of the year, I thought this was the category you were going to nominate
because
for.
of the ship?
Yeah, I mean,
They built the whole ship, right? Yeah, I saw a thing on that one too. No, I think I have it in the next category.
Okay.
Go for it, Noah. Next category, which is makeup and hair. Go for it. Click it.
Go ahead and click.
There you go. So makeup and hair, I think Maestro's gonna win for sure. It's got the best makeup.
Yeah.
Poor Things has great makeup. William Dafoe.
Yes.
Oppenheimer, I don't think the makeup is that great in Oppenheimer, but it's got a
just
lot of
regular
precursors. Well, they do a lot of aging. I don't know if you go back and watch it. There's a lot of aging that happens for all the
guess.
characters.
That's not
Yeah.
that hard, though.
I agree. I don't
can
think
do
it's
it.
that great, but it's getting a lot of precursors, so I'm predicting it. Golda I haven't seen, but I saw pictures. There's a lot of makeup going on the main actress, which is I'm drawing a blank on a lot of people right now. But anyways, moving on. And then the one that I was telling you, Last Voyage of the Demeter. This is my going for gold here. I have it at 100 to 1. I actually saw some images of that. It made the long list, so it has a good chance of making it.
That was awesome.
And I think the makeup in that is pretty fucking good. What they did with Dracula is crazy.
I feel
So
like Society of the Snow might get the.
that's the other one. Society of Snow.
It's a
is,
time period, and I remember seeing it, thinking like, oh, they really got accurate with clothing and the airline and the airplane.
the makeup. We're doing the makeup here, though. The makeup is
Costuming is a different category.
Yeah.
No, they're out. Yeah, their makeup. It really. I feel like it was gonna be nominated.
Go for it. Moving on to the next one. Let's speed this up a little
I was
bit.
going to say, we're already past 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man, we are.
Film editing. I got Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Maestro.
Okay.
The only thing that I think might get in is the holdovers, but I think these films are better in my opinion. But who knows? We'll see. Okay. Moving on, editing into costume design. Costume design, I think Barbie's gonna win for sure. I mean, the costumes in that are amazing. Poor Things is a close second. Fantastic. Killers of the Flower Moon. I got Napoleon. I saw some pictures. There's a lot of costumes in that, and then I have Wonka. Were the costumes good in Wonka?
Yeah, no, I honestly felt like they were unique and they were good.
Okay.
Time, but yeah.
All right, go for it. Next one. The cinematography.
Ooh.
Cinematography. All right. I got Poor Things. That's my number one,
All right,
but I think Oppenheimer's probably going to win, but I hope Poor Things wins. Oppenheimer, Maestro, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Zone of Interest. I saw a few images of Zone of Interest. It looks pretty good.
Same.
So I have that as my number 5. Going on, next one, Noah. Moving on. Original screenplay.
Aquaman. The Lost Kingdom.
I think that would be adapted
Oh,
screenplay.
it's true. You're right.
Yeah. I have an original screenplay, Past Lives,
I really want to see that.
Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers,
Oh, nice.
Maestro, and Saltburn, which is my my hope diction there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Saltburn gets in for that one. But you know what? Air has a good chance to get in this one
I can
as
see
well.
that. Yeah.
All right. Next one. Here we go. Adapted screenplay.
Aquaman and the last.
No Aquaman. I got Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Barbie, and American Fiction.
Ooh.
There's a possibility that Zone of Interest might get in there, but I haven't seen it. So
Remind me, did you watch American Fiction?
I have seen it, yeah. It was in my honorable mention.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
I love that. Yeah.
Next one, Noah.
I just realized we're spoiling things for our top 10 because this comes out before.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Whoops.
That's right. Oh, well. Supporting actor. So,
yeah.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is probably going to win. I have him as my number 1. I got Ryan Gosling.
Ryan wins it, though.
I don't know. I think Robert Downey Jr.'s got it.
I think so, too. I would love if Ryan won, but I think it's going to go to RDJ.
Yeah. I got Robert De Niro from Killers of the Flower Moon. And then I have the 2 Poor Things fellas.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo and William Dafoe.
Did a
I
great
think
job.
only one of them is going to get in, but I'm like hedging my bets, so I just went for both. And I got some good odds on them because I picked them pretty early. So going on to the next one. Supporting actress. I have Divine Joy Randolph from The Holdovers.
Yeah.
I have Danielle Brooks from The Color Purple. I haven't seen that movie, but she's been in a lot of precursors, so I think she's going to get in. I got Emily Blunt from Oppenheimer. Woo! I got Rosamund Pike from Saltburn.
She wasn't in Saltburn that much.
Yeah, it was still supporting actress.
That's true.
Yeah. And then I have Sandra Hüller from The Zone of Interest. Again, this one's kind of just the vibes of what's going on the awards talk. She's probably going to get in. But Penelope Cruz looks like she might get in. Jodie Foster, maybe. Julianne Moore. Those are also possibilities. Those are my 5. On to the next one, Noah. Best Actor. Now here I have Cillian Murphy as my number 1. Although Paul Giamatti has won a couple precursors, so he might win. I got Bradley Cooper, Paul Giamatti, Coleman Domingo for Rustin. Have you seen Rustin?
No, I haven't.
You should watch it. It's pretty good. And then I got Jeffrey Wright from American Fiction. I think he's going to get
so
it.
good in that.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. On to the next one, Noel. Actress. I have Emma Stone for my number 1. I got Lily Gladstone because she's been in a lot of precursors, although I hope Emma Stone beats her. And then I got Carey Mulligan. And I have Sandra Hüller from Anatomy of a Fall. And I got Margot Robbie from Barbie. I think that's going to be the 5 for sure. So in Gold Derby, they allow you to do a super bet, it's called, where you kind of like go 5 times the points. So if you're really confident, you can do a super bet. And I went with this one.
All right.
All right. On to the next one.
Yeah,
go for it. We're almost done. Well
deserved.
Just two more categories. 2 more categories. Director.
Strong.
You got this.
Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer.
Yes, I got Christopher Nolan, Greta Gerwig for Barbie, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest, and Alexander Payne for The Holdovers. Now I'm kind of shooting for the moon here because I don't have Martin Scorsese, and he's like number 2 in the odds. I think he's gonna be the big snub of this year. I just personally found Killers of the Flower Moon to be like not that great. But you know, he's Martin Scorsese. The Academy tends to nominate him. He's probably gonna nominate, but I'm shooting for the moon here. And
the flower moon, if you will.
The flower moon, yes, the flower moon.
Nice.
All right, now for the last one, Best Picture. We did it. And so it's a top 10, and I have as my number 1 Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and my number 2.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Barbie.
Yeah.
Number 4, Killers of the Flower Moon. Number 5, Maestro. Number 6, The Holdovers. Number 7, Past Lives. Number 8, Anatomy of a Fall. Number 9, American Fiction. My number 10, The Zone of Interest. Those are my Best Picture nominees. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get all 10.
Wow. Very confident. Very
confident.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are confident in these 10. Mostly, you guys don't know this, but the PGA, the Producers Guild of America,
know the PGA.
You don't know what the PGA is.
Yeah.
They pick this exact 10, and they like never pick foreign films. The Anatomy of a Fall and Zone of Interest got in. So everybody's like, this has to be the 10. And I think everybody in the award.
Did Parasite get in?
Parasite did not get into the PGA. If I don't think so, because they tend to not pick foreign films because it's an American guild, so they usually go for American films. But they actually had these 2 foreign films, so that's why everybody's kind of like thinking these have to be the 10. But anyways, those are my 10. And Morons, do you have any comments?
As you guys have noticed, we all have our mics held differently. Mine broke in the last episode.
Yes.
That's it.
Mine's solid. It's just my voice.
Yes.
I went to the 49ers
awesome.
game 2 days ago. So.
I just want to thank you guys for suffering through this with me.
No, I'm glad you were able to be part of
really
it.
enjoyed it.
No,
cool.
you didn't.
I
No,
did.
You're a liar and a thief.
I felt it was very informative.
I've seen
really?
a lot of these movies.
Sam, you've really helped me get more hyped for award season.
Same.
Thank you.
Same.
Thank you.
No,
Noah is shaking his head. He hated this episode. Well, thank you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. And as always,
have a dark night.
Night.